Hello, dear students. Jai Hind. Welcome back. Very good morning. As you all know, we are continuing chapter number 7, Understanding the Shapes. The chapter very important because it involves the concept of geometry. As you know, in our last lecture number 7, we solved some of the examples based on those four properties of parallelogram which we have understood in the format of theorem 1 and theorem 2. Four properties are already in our mind. First, let us just have a revival of that. First, opposite sides of a parallelogram are congruent. Second, opposite angles of a parallelogram are congruent. Diagonal bisect parallelogram. Fourth, diagonals of a parallelogram bisect each other. Four properties, two examples we have already solved. Understood? Some of the examples, let us try to solve it. Okay? I'll just continue the same sequence in our lecture number 8 today. Same sequence of the example we are going to continue. Okay? In our today's lecture number 8, because we know that we are continuing the same concept. Okay? So let us write one example. Okay? As usual, you will write one example. Whatever I will write example on the board, you will note down that example in your book. One example we will solve it here, and one for instant practice, SLP, self learning, whatever you have understood. Okay, let me write one sum here. We are maintaining the sequence, and why? That's why this is our example number 3. Okay. See, what is the statement? Just write down with me the longer side. Just write down with me longer side of a parallelogram is longer side of a parallelogram is 20 centimeter. The longer side of a parallelogram is 20 centimeter. The shorter side, the shorter side is shorter side is 2 upon 5 times the longer side. Okay. 2 upon 5 times the longer side. The data needs to be read with alertness. Okay. Find the perimeter. This is the data has been given to us. First, I want you to read this sum properly, understand the concept of the sum in parallelogram. You are given the measurement of the longer side already, that is 20 centimeter. At the same time, you are also told that the shorter side is 2 upon 5 times the longer side. Find the perimeter. Okay. See, dear student, be very conscious. We will solve one such example here, and one such I will immediately give you as an SLP, so that you feel like you are sitting in live classroom and trying to conceptualize the sum which has been explained to you. Okay, let us calculate the sum as usual. First, we will draw a parallelogram, and because it hasn't been mentioned, let us take it ABCD. Okay. Here, dear student, the measure of the longest side, that's AB, is 20 centimeter. And because this is the data given to you, and the shorter side is 3 upon, 2 upon 5 times the longer side. Now, one property we all know, that opposite sides are congruent. So, this is also 20. Two sides you already got. Now, what is said? The shorter side is 2 upon 5 times the longer side. Okay. Which are the shorter side? AD and BC. Okay. Any one you find, another is found out, because as you know, opposite sides are congruent. So, can we first let us continue the sum this way in parallelogram ABCD. First, dear student, you mention about this. Please mention AB equal to CD. Do you want to write the reference? Write theorem 1. Therefore, AB equal to CD equal to 20. Okay. Now, let us target AD and AB. AD is the shorter side and AB is the longer side. It is given that shorter side is 2 upon 5 times the longer side. Let us compare these two. I will write that AD AD is one of the shorter side, which is 2 upon 5 times the longer side. That means AB. Let us write the value of AB. This is 20. Let us cancel. So this is 8. You got, dear student, AD as 8, but you all know that opposite sides are equal. So this is also 8. That you will mention here first. What you will write? AD equal to BC. Okay. Therefore, AD equal to BC equal to 4. We got all sides, dear student. And as you know, perimeter equals to, take all AB plus BC plus CD plus DA, just go on adding 20 plus 8 plus 20 plus 8. This is 20 plus 20, 40. 40 plus 16, it is 56 centimeter. Look at the sum first before I give one such example as a SLP, self-learning practice. Understood? First you look at the sum, and then one example which I give, you will solve it instantly in book yourself, so that the concept gets clear in your mind. That's our target. When I give another sum, you can go in labeling in the same way, then also it's okay. Understood? Right? Is it clear in your mind? Let us give you one example for self practice. Okay? You have to write the complete example. I will just erase some of the data from the sum, and I just alter that data and becomes a new example for you which you have to solve. Okay? So you just first continue it as sum number 4. Sum of the data which I am going to change here. Okay? See, this is example number 4. The longer side of parallelogram is 18 centimeter. Okay. The shorter side is, just write down shorter side. Longer side of parallelogram is 18. Okay. And shorter side is, what should I give you? Just let us take uh, 2 upon 3 times the longer side. Find perimeter. Chalo. Just try to solve. Understood? Based on the same principle. Just try to solve it. Just look at the sum, and we will give you, understand, a little difficult, so we will give you time 2 to 3 minutes to solve this sum. Okay? And when you solve this example in SLP, I will intentionally exit out of the skin, uh, okay, because I do not want to defocus you in solving this example. Just 1 minute more now. Solve this as SLP. Understand? Instant self-learning process. To make the concept quite clear, that's why only. Then I will solve it on the board, definitely for all the students who could not. Okay, just sharp, very less time left to accomplish your sum. And we want that every student needs to conceptualize, understood. Is it getting clear in your mind, dear student? Okay. Let me solve it for you. Okay. First, if dear student you have changed the labels, it's all okay. What we need is basic conceptualization of the sum. That's my target. This is parallelogram ABCD, where one of the longer side has been given. There is relation for the shorter side to longer. What is that? Shorter side is 2 upon 3 times the longer side. Now, dear student, one thing is clear. These two sides are equal at the same time. These two are also equal. Let us try to summarize it in this way. In parallelogram ABCD, first you will write about this AB equal to CD. What you have written as a reference theorem number 1. Therefore, AB equal to CD equals to 18. Okay. Here, dear student, you can write theorem 1, or you can also write a statement that opposite sides are congruent, sufficient. You can write that also. Okay. Now let us execute this data which has been given. I am writing one of the shorter side AD. You can take BC also. equal to half, or sorry, 2 upon 3 times AB, 2 upon 3 into 18, cancel it. This is 12, because you got AB as 12, BC is also 12. Therefore, AD equal to BC equal to 12. Again, dear student, the reference theorem 1, and then, as you know, perimeter equal to, let us take the addition of all sides, AB plus BC plus CD plus DA. Substitute all values. 18 plus 12 plus 18 plus 12, 60 centimeter. Okay. Many of the students must have been able to solve this example. Those who could not, please concentrate, understand on the example which we have already solved here. It's not so difficult example if you concentrate. Okay. Is this clear in your mind? Right. Before we move to next example, this SLP example has to be very clear. Okay, let us go for another example. Why we have designed this system of giving SLP? The purpose is that you can instantly check yourself whether the concept which has been explained to you is clear in your mind or not. That's the real target. Okay, that's why only we are giving you immediately after the one sum has been explained, one SLP. Okay, example number 5 today. Okay, let me write this example for you. What has been given to understand? 2, just note down with me. 2 adjacent, just note down with me. 2 adjacent sides of a parallelogram. 2 adjacent sides of a parallelogram are in proportion, are in proportion 3:2. Find the perimeter. Okay. What is given to you? This is a new type of example again. The adjacent sides of a parallelogram are in proportion 3:2. Just a minute. and perimeter, so we have to give here, and perimeter is 60 centimeter. Then find sides of parallelogram. This is the question. Sides of parallelogram. Okay, this is the question. The adjacent sides of a parallelogram are in proportion 3 is to 2 and the perimeter is 60 centimeter. Then find all sides of parallelogram ABCD. First, dear student, understand the concept. Two adjacent sides are in proportion of 3 is to 2 and the perimeter has been given 60. Let us try to understand this particular example. I may not give any one more example of such type as an SLP. Understand? So, dear student, please concentrate here when we solve this example. You may not be given SLP for this because every time it can't happen that we solve one example and every time you receive SLP as an instantaneous self practice. Sometimes we can neglect it also. Okay, let us solve. First, draw parallelogram ABCD as usual. Okay, parallelogram ABCD. Let us name this. Okay, let me name this way, parallelogram ABCD. Opposite sides are equal, that you know, dear student, very well. But here, what is given? That adjacent sides of parallelogram are in proportion 3 is to 2. That means, dear student, this represents the proportion of long because it is given 3 is to 2. So, from this particular parallelogram, you can select any two pair of adjacent side. You take BC and AB, BC and CD, CD and AD, AB and AD, whatever. Let's take these two side. Okay. So, let us write first. What will you write? In. Just concentrate with me because you may not receive SLP for this. In parallelogram ABCD, let me take this pair, BC longer side, AB shorter side. I am writing it here. BC is to AB equal to 3 is to 2. Dear student, you know one very important thing. Whenever we receive such ratio, we are in customary practice of supposing them in proportion with reference to one variable x. So what I should write? Therefore, BC I will take equal to 3x. AB I will take 2x. Here I am writing 2x and here 3x. Now those statement of opposite sides are equal. So what I can write now, AB equal to CD equal to 2x. In reference, may you write theorem 1? Then you will write AD equal to BC equal to 3x, theorem 1. You got measures of all sides in reference to x that we got. Now you will write this way, dear student. Perimeter, just write down. Perimeter equals to AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. What is perimeter given? Perimeter has been given 60. So write here 60 equal to, what is AB? 2x. What is BC? 3x. What is CD? 2x. What is AD? 3x. Therefore, 60 equal to 10x, 10 to be transferred here and you cancel it. What you got? X equal to 6. Now just it's a question of simple substitution. AB equal to 2x. 2 into 6, that is 12. Once you got AB, you got CD, which you have to mention. CD equal to 12. Similarly, BC equal to 3x. 3 into 6, that is 18. Once you got BC, you should D also. So we got measures of all sides of triangle already. But one thing more, when you get the measure, please at least in exam do one thing. At the end, write all sides again. This is the way. AB 12, CD 12, please do it. BC 18, AD 18. Understand? This is the way you should solve example. Okay, because that facilitates the checker to just first verify the last statement where you have highlighted your answer. Understand? Method no doubt has to be authentically correct, but a final answer needs to be at least underlined or highlighted, whatever you find more convenient that you can do. Okay. So clear in your mind, right? Okay, dear student. Such example I am not giving just now in any SLP. Try to understand, because I don't think it is as complicated that you need an instantaneous self practice, but we are going to solve one another a little difficult example. Okay, is it clear in your mind, substitution and all? Okay, let us take another example of different type, neglecting the SLP for this, that you will receive the homework and you will practice. Okay, right. Example number 6 in today's lecture. Dear students, see, one more thing which I want to explain is that sometime it happens that we start any one topic, suppose in our lecture, and it happens that that topic extends to next lecture. Suppose today we started practicing the examples, understand, in our lecture number 7 also. Yesterday, in our lecture number 6 also, we solved two examples. Then today we continue the same, we solve some more examples also. So actual target is that it may happen sometime that in homework I am giving sometime that, suppose lecture number, just now so you are attending 8, but suppose lecture 6 and 7 suppose are carrying lecture 6, 7, 8 are carrying the common topic. So sometime it happens that I give that in lecture 6 revise all sum, in lecture 7 revise all sum, and in lecture 8 I am going to give the homework, because that homework is actually a revision of lecture 6, 7, 8. So it sometimes happens. So you have to be conscious regarding this. Okay. One more example. Just write it down. Okay. The perimeter the perimeter of a parallelogram is, suppose, 50 centimeter. Then next, one of the adjacent side one of the adjacent side is 6 centimeter more than other side. Okay, find all sides. First, dear student, gather the concept in your mind, please. Just read the sum, gather the concept which has been explained in the sum, what they want to just convey you, that you first need to understand. Okay, then we'll solve definitely for you. But first you need to understand what is said in this. Okay, first you understand what is given. You are given the perimeter already, that is 50 centimeter, and at the same time what is the other data given to you, that one of the adjacent side is 6 centimeter more than the other side. That is the data given. Then find all sides. How can we move in this? The first As usual, dear student, let us first draw a parallelogram. Okay. Now in this parallelogram ABCD, let me name this way. You are given perimeter as 50 centimeter, and what is given here? You try to read. One of the adjacent side is 6 more than the other. Dear student, one of the adjacent side, that means the longer side, and more than other side, the other will be the shorter side. Then and then one is longer is 6 centimeter more than the shorter side. Suppose we take this shorter side as x, so obviously this is also x. Now longer side, if we target this to this with this longer side is 6 centimeter more than this. So this is x. Can I write x plus 6? And this is x plus 6. So obviously this is also x plus 6. You understood this? Okay. Now dear student, let us continue solving this sum in parallelogram ABCD. Let me write AB equal to x. Now you will mention AB equal to CD equal to x. The reference is theorem 1, which says that opposite sides are equal. Okay. Now dear student, you will write BC equal to x plus 6. Why we have taken this? 6 centimeter more. Then you will write BC equals to AD equals to x plus 6. The reference is theorem 1, which says that opposite sides are equal. Now let us write the next statement of perimeter. Perimeter equal AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. What is the perimeter here? 50 equal to AB means x, BC means x plus 6, CDX, AD x plus 6. Okay. So this is 50 equal to, add all x, 4x plus 12. Okay. Transfer 12 on this side. 50 minus 12 equal to 4x. Understood? Just subtract it, it becomes 38 equal to 4x. Just bring it down. 38 upon 4 equal to x. 2 2 ja 2 19 ja 9.5, because we got value of x as 9.5. Let us substitute in all a x equal to 9.5, or let us mention the opposite side, AB equal to CD. So CD is also 9.5. Now BC equal to x plus 6. What is x we got? 9.5 plus 6, 15.5. But as you know, opposite sides are equal, so AD equal to BC, therefore AD equal to 15.5. You got all sides, okay, and at the end the highlighter B equal 9.5, BC equal to 15.5, CD equal to 9.5, AD equal to 15.5. At last, you have to write the answer highlighted in this way. Understood? Verify the sum properly, dear student, because the sum is little complicated to understand this. Right? One of the adjacent side, that means you have to target one of the longer side, which is 6 more than the shorter side. Okay? We have suppose AB as x, because AB is x, obviously CD is also x. If you compare longer side with the shorter, longer is 6 more than the shorter, shorter is x, BC x plus 6, obviously opposite side. Then my dear student, just perimeter, we wrote all value, x plus x plus x plus x 4x, 6 plus 6 12, transferred, 38 equal to 4x, you cancelled it, you got x equal to 9.5, and now no misunderstanding whatsoever. X equal to 9.5 we got. Okay. Now when you write final answer, understood what you are writing? AB equal to x equal to 9.5. BC AB equal to CD, CD 9.5. BC equal to x plus 6. See, dear student, no mistake here. I want from your part in substitution 9.5 plus 6, and you got all side. Understood? So, one more example I want to give you. I think we can give you one more example just as a SLP, self practice. Okay, you have seen this sum already, right? You have noted down. Let me give you one another example of same type, but before I give, please verify each and every statement written here. Okay, let me give you another sum, and then you will solve it by yourself. Okay, just try it. I want one SLP you require in this. Okay, write one SLP today. 7. The perimeter of parallelogram, the perimeter of parallelogram is, understand, suppose we take 60 centimeter. The perimeter of parallelogram, okay, let us take 70 centimeter. One of the adjacent side is one of the adjacent side is 5 centimeter more than other, then find all sides. This is the sum. Okay. Time 5 minutes. Solve it by yourself, or otherwise we will solve it in next just in a period of 5 minutes. Just you first try to solve it by yourself. I am just highlighting the important data for you. Perimeter is 70. One of the adjacent side is 5 centimeter more than the other. Try to solve it by yourself. Okay, 3 minutes time for you. Look at the sum we just now solved, okay? And try to gather the concept, and accordingly that only you have to solve this sum. I am waiting for you. The purpose is the self-study and concept realization by you. That's the main target. Understood? Just verify it and try to solve it. Okay. Still 2 minutes more for solving this example. SLP is very important for instantaneous clarity and realization of the sum you have studied already. Understand, that's very important. Just the realization of the concept which you have studied, understood. Just only 1 minute more to solve this example, and then you will solve on the board. Those students who are able to solve, they just need to concentrate and verify in your book with the examples solved here on the board, and those who could not has to be more alert to understand and solve such type of examples. Time is getting faster. Just solve this. Just try it by yourself. Okay. let me solve it for you. First, draw parallelogram ABCD. Okay. First, let us draw parallelogram ABCD. Okay. In this parallelogram, label may vary from student to student, that doesn't matter. Let us suppose the shorter side as x and the longer side obviously will become x plus 5, that you know, dear student. Okay. Opposite sides of in every now and then in exam I want you, okay, to mention this symbolically, that these two opposite sides are equal, these two opposite sides are equal, and then mentioning in parallelogram ABCD, AB equal to x, that we supposed. But as you know, opposite sides are equal mentioned in reference theorem 1. Every now and then, why I insist that you mention theorem, because to make and memorize the concept more and more, that opposite sides are equal. That one property you understood in lecture number 7 and in lecture number 8. We are memorizing, repeating, reiterating the same property in your mind. Understood? BC equal to x plus 5. Because BC equal to AD, so AD is also equal to x plus 5. Theorem 1, opposite sides are equal. Okay. Now, dear students, statement: perimeter equals to AB plus BC plus CD plus AD. What is the perimeter given? 70 equal to x, x plus 5 plus x plus x plus 5. 70 equal to 4x plus 10. You might have done this way. 70 minus 10 equal to 4x. 60 equal to 4x. 60 upon 4 equal to x. We got x equal to 15. Okay. Now it's a question of simple substitution. AB equal to x, that equal to 15. But as you know, AB equal to CD, so CD also equal to 15. Then, dear student, BC equal to x plus 5. X, value of x 15 plus 5 20. But BC equal to AD, therefore AD also equal to 20. You got all four sides, and at the end just the highlighter of the answer, AB equal to 15 centimeter, BC equal to 20 centimeter, CD equal to 15 centimeter, AD equal to 20 centimeter. This way you can solve this example. Those students who are able to solve, good. Those who could not solve, please understand the concept and make the concept clear in your mind. Understood? So, dear student, uh, as far as this ultimately the three lectures concerned, lecture 6, 7, and 8, you understood one very important thing, that out of the four properties of parallelogram, we just targeted the one property which describes the relation between the opposite side, that is, opposite sides are equal. No doubt it happened that there were some minor alteration in the data given. Understand? But the concept and the characteristic property of parallelogram which we targeted is only first property, that is, opposite sides of a parallelogram are equal. When we go in next lecture, we will again target only one property, that is the second one, opposite angles of parallelogram are congruent. In that we are going to solve some variety examples. Understood? But just as of now, the example is over. Okay? And our discussion regarding one particular property got over, that is, opposite sides of parallelogram are equal. Okay, dear student, right? Okay. And one more thing, whenever the theorem are explained to you, in homework also I am going to give such homework, that theorem explained today, write twice, thrice, because once you write it twice, thrice, it becomes more clear in your mind. But when you write it 3 to 4 times, first you have to conceptualize that theorem, understand the content given in the theorem clearly, then and then you can move to write it 2 to 3 times and memorize that particular theorem. Okay, dear student. So, today's lecture we explained you example based on the first property only. Okay, dear student. Thank you very much from Bharat sir.